friends, Stephanie here, and I'm back with more movie chatter. And what I have for you today is my reaction video to a community challenge that was put out by Jamie over at Muckmen Movies. I'm going to link him down in the description box. Check him out. Go give him a follow. Check out his channel. He's a great part of the community. And what he challenged us to do as creators is to come up with a list of our favorite feel-good movies, or some of our favorite feel-good movies. I could have had 50 movies on here. Now, I know a lot of people, when you hear feel-good movies, a lot of times you'll think of like chick flicks and things like that, rom-com, and that's not what I'm going for here. Basically, I have something hopefully for everyone, and a feel-good movie can be anything that just kind of takes you out of the moment and just lets you sit back, put your feet up, and relax. It brings you joy. It can be comedy. It could be a superhero movie. It could be a rom-com, coming of age. Anything that makes you feel good and brings you joy is something I would call a feel-good movie. And hopefully it makes you laugh and makes you feel good, because right now life is tough. A lot of people are feeling it, and you know, we have this wonderful hobby of movie collecting, movie watching, and just being lovers of cinema. And why not let that work to our advantage and give us an opportunity to check out for a few hours and just lighten the load and be happy? So hopefully there's something in here that you haven't heard of. I'm sure you've heard of a lot of them, but I'm going to get right into it with my first one. And this Blu-ray has been out of print forever, but it was just announced that it's coming to 4K. It is up for pre-sale on Orbit. I'm sure it'll come to other places if you don't have access to Orbit or you don't shop at Orbit, but it is up there now if you want to pre-order it. It's from Taika Waititi. It is Hunt for the Wilderpeople. This is such a great film. It stars Sam Neill and Julian Dennison. And Julian Dennison plays a young man by the name of Ricky, who is he is such a difficult child who is in foster care, and he has had one disaster after another with each foster family. He just has not found his fit yet. And he is sent to live with a couple who he starts to call Aunt Bella and Uncle Heck. And that's where, you know, Sam Neill comes in. He's Uncle Heck. And when he's doing great there, he's getting along, he's finally found his place in the world, he feels happy, he's settled in, he's treated well, and when something happens, and it is looming that he is going to be put into a different foster home, Uncle Heck takes off, and he decides to go with him. He follows him into the woods, and they are off and running through the woods, and there is an all-out manhunt for the two of them. And this just has so many moments. It has laugh out loud funny moments, it has heartfelt moments, it has a little bit of everything, but ultimately I think of this as a really great feel-good movie. So if you haven't seen Hunt for the Wilderpeople, please put it on your list. Either pick up the DVD, stream it, get the 4K something, but just see the movie. It is so good. And those of you who have seen it, you already know how good it is. Now this next one, I have the original, which was done in French, and then I have the American remake for those of you who are not into subtitles. They're pretty similar. I'm partial to the original, but either one will work. I would watch either one. Based on true events, this one is called The Untouchables. And basically what we have is we have a man who is very wealthy, and he has been left paralyzed from I believe it's a hang gliding accident. And what he does is he decides he needs to hire a caretaker, and he hires this fella who is a highly unlikely candidate for the position because he is an ex-con, and everyone is like, you know, what are you doing? And he just decides he's going to take a chance on this guy, and we follow them on their journey about a very unlikely friendship that forms, and how they work together to make this situation the best it can be, and how they kind of learn to lean on each other. And it is just so good, such a feel-good movie. Like, it's another one where you feel every emotion, but ultimately it's a happy thing, and it's a really great movie, really great story, and I'm so happy they made this movie. So definitely check this one out. If you're not a fan of the subtitles, you can watch The Upside, and this one stars Kevin Hart, Bryan Cranston, and Nicole Kidman. It's based on the same story, but it's just got a little bit of a different spin on it. But either one, they're both winners, so watch them both. But like I said, I wanted to bring this one out here for the people who are not fans of subtitles, because I want everyone to see that story. It's very good. Now this next one, I saw this in an art house style cinema, and there were folks from every age, like from, I would say, young 20s all the way up to seniors. And it's probably because the cast, there's a lot of seniors in the cast. Judi Dench, Tom Wilkinson, Maggie Smith, and a very young Dev Patel. And this one is called The Best Exotic Marigold Hotel. And what we have is Dev Patel plays a young fella. He's running a hotel over in India that was run by his family, his father in particular. His father has passed and the hotel has fallen into disrepair. He is interested in marrying this gal, but he really has nothing to offer her. So he is trying to bring this hotel back to life. And what he does is he contacts these various seniors and he tells them that there's this new and improved and amazing hotel that they're going to come and see. And he really needs them to come there because he needs guests to start filling the rooms so that he can do the repairs that he needs to do to make the hotel as it was back in its heyday. And when they get there, they are a little disappointed, to say the least, when they see the state of disrepair that the hotel is in. But they make the best of it. They're there. And basically what we do is we follow them on their stories, through their stories and their friendships that they form, the bonds that they form. And there's also the story of Dev Patel's character and his love interest. And there's just a lot going on, but it's all really, really wonderfully told. And there's a lot of laughs. There's a lot of heartfelt moments. You're going to, again, it's one you're going to feel every emotion, but I definitely put this in the feel-good category. I loved this movie. And I can tell you when the movie was over in the theater, it got a huge round of applause. So it really is a good one. If you haven't seen it, definitely check it out. Even if you don't want to buy it, stream it. But just see The Best Exotic Marigold Hotel. Now this next one, summer is coming. It's basically here. Kids are getting out of school. How could I not put The Sandlot on my list of feel-good movies? This is one that I watch every summer. It's so good. It has so much nostalgia. You're killing me, Smalls. We all know the line. You've probably all seen this, but definitely this is one that you can pop in, put your feet up, and just have a lot of laughs and feel a lot of nostalgia. It is a winner, and The Sandlot had to make my list. Now this one is one that I don't hear a lot of people talk about, but this is a fantastic movie. I really, really like this one. It stars Anne Hathaway and Robert De Niro, and it is called The Intern. And basically what we have is Robert De Niro plays a widower who, he's kind of bored. He's bored with being retired. He's bored. He's tired of being alone. He's taking different classes. He's trying to stay busy. And then he sees an ad for an intern position, and he decides it's an unpaid internship, and the company is run by Anne Hathaway, and he decides to apply for the position. He gets the position, and he is doing very well. He is so embraced by the younger generation, and they're just so enamored with him, and like how he is so set in his ways, as far as like his old school ways, how he would actually go to his job. And he puts a suit and tie on every day. He carries his briefcase, and he's very, very committed to this internship. And he brings a wealth of knowledge and support and everything that the people in this movie need, and he's just a breath of fresh air. And especially to Anne Hathaway's character, who really, really needs someone to just support her and, you know, help her move along on her quest to be a great business owner. And he brings so much to her that she just didn't expect, and their relationship is amazing. This has so many great moments in it, and it's just a wonderful film. There's nothing bad about it. I love, love, love The Intern, so definitely check this one out. You will not be disappointed. And this next one is another one that I have talked about in the past. It's been a while, though. It's a film by Adam Elliott. It's like a claymation style film. It is voiced by Toni Collette and the late, great Philip Seymour Hoffman. It is called Mary and Max. And this is based on true events. I think I said that, but it's based on true events. And Mary is an 8-year-old girl living in Australia, and she decides one day that she wants to have a pen pal. So she picks up this name, and it's Max, and he is an older gentleman who's living in New York. He's kind of housebound, and he has Asperger's. And what happens is she starts sending him letters, and he actually replies, and they start corresponding back and forth. And we basically follow them through their 20-year friendship and all the things that they talk about, all the questions that they have for each other, how they lean on each other, how they depend on each other, and this really unique friendship that forms between two very unlikely friends, but really wonderful stuff. If you haven't seen this, check it out. If you've watched it, watch it again, because this is one of my favorite films to put in, and I think Adam Elliott is a wonderful filmmaker. He also has another one called Memoir of a Snail, which was, I think, one of my favorites of either last year or the year before. A little darker content, but still really, really good. So if you want to see them both, watch them both, but definitely Mary and Max had to make my list. Now this next one, so many of these are based on true events. This one is based on true events as well, and it's called The Farewell, and it actually says based on an actual lie. This is an A24 movie. It is wonderful. It stars Aquafina. And this is a story about a family who's living in New York City, and they are from China, but they're living in New York City, and they find out that the girl finds out from her parents that her grandmother is very ill. Her grandmother back in China is very ill, but no one is to tell her because it is their belief that when the elders of the family are sick or nearing the end of their life, it is the burden of the younger generations to not let them know and for them to carry the burden so that the elders can just enjoy the rest of their life. And they're told she has very little time left, so they arrange to have this group party where they all go over and they want to have an opportunity to say goodbye to her without her knowing, so they stage a fake wedding. And it just goes from there. It is so much fun. It is so many laughs, so many heartfelt moments. You will love this movie if you haven't seen it. It is so, so good. And if you do get this, if you get the physical copy or you have the physical copy, please watch the special feature that it's called Nothing But the Truth, The Confessions of the Writer-Director. And she actually tells how she pulled this movie off without her grandmother knowing. It's amazing. It's so, so good. So if you haven't seen The Farewell, please, please, please watch it. If you've seen it, watch it again. And this is another one. I love this one. Michael Caine, Robert Duvall, and Haley Joel Osment. Also, Kara Sedgwick is has a very small part in this. It's called Secondhand Lions. I'm sure a lot of you have seen this one. And we have Haley Joel Osment plays 14-year-old Walter. And his mother is Kara Sedgwick, and she is going to take off for the summer, and she's on a manhunt. She wants to find a man. So she decides to drop her son off with his two uncles who he really just doesn't know, and they're bachelors and they live together and they're kind of miserable, and they have this farm with all these animals, including like a mail order lion, and they have no TV, no video games, nothing that he's used to. But we follow them on their journey of getting to know each other and starting to try to like mesh together as a unit and work together and find happiness in their current situation, and how they all learn to live together when it was a very unexpected and very unconventional situation. This is such a great surprise of a movie. I hadn't heard of it. My friend Nathan Jones recommended it, and I watched it, and I fell in love with it. It is such a great movie. So if you haven't seen Secondhand Lions, just watch it. It is such a feel-good movie, so touching, so wonderful, and you will have many laugh-out-loud moments. It's great. They're all great. It's a great cast. Okay, we're gonna run through this last little stack here, and we'll be done. And these are all such great movies. This first one stars Taron Egerton and Hugh Jackman in Eddie the Eagle, and this is based on true events or inspired by true events. And right on the front it says delightfully feel good. And Taron Egerton plays Eddie the Eagle, and from a very young age, all he wanted to do is be an Olympic skier. And things are stacked up against him. I guess he has nearsightedness, and he's never skied before. He doesn't know how to ski, and we follow him as he gets older on his journey to become an Olympic ski jumper. And we just follow him, and he finds a coach in Hugh Jackman, and they have wonderful on-screen chemistry. And this is definitely a stand-up and cheer moment type of movie, and you will have a great time with it as we follow him in the ups and downs of pursuing his life's dream. And it's just a wonderful movie, and you know, a great one to put on your list for movies to check out in the feel-good category. And this next one I've talked about before. This is one of my favorite football movies. I would say this and Rudy. I talked about Rudy recently, so I picked up this one this time, but either one, pick either one. But this stars Denzel Washington, and it is Remember the Titans. This is very loosely based on true events. Disney took a lot of creative liberties with this one, but that's okay because the end result is still great. It takes place in 1971. And there is a school that is going to be, they're going to be integrated, and it's going to be the first time that the white students and the black students have gone to the same high school. And Denzel Washington plays the football coach, And he has these guys that they have never played with the white students have never played with black students, black players have never played with the white players, and he has to teach them to stop seeing each other as the color of their skin and just as people and teammates, and to work together as a team. And it is wonderful what he does with these young men and how he brings them together and teaches them to stop looking at each other as being different and just look at each other as being people and teammates. And it's a stand up and cheer, another stand up and cheer movie. It's really, really heartwarming, really great. A lot of lessons to be learned here. It is so great. You couldn't find a better time, a more fitting time to see a movie like this than right now with everything that's going on. And it has a great soundtrack to boot. So Remember the Titans is a fantastic, fantastic movie. Now this is one that my friend John, PlayX2, who also did this list, I'll link it down below. He did a video. He came out of retirement for a little bit to do his video with this this theme, and this was one of his picks, and I think we both share the love for this one. It is called Mrs. Harris Goes to Paris. And this is not typically a movie, like a type of movie that I would choose, but it was recommended highly by a trusted friend, and I watched it, and then I started recommending it to people, John included, and now we share the love for this one. Mrs. Harris, this is Mrs. Harris, and she cleans homes for a living, and she's also a widow, and what she decides is she has a goal. She wants to make enough money to get herself to Paris to have a custom Christian Dior outfit made for her because she wants to do something nice for herself. And we just follow her on her quest to get there and get this outfit made for her and see if it will bring her happiness. And it is a wonderful, wonderful movie. She is a fantastic character. You will fall in love with her. I don't care if you're a man, a woman, young, old, I don't care. You will love this movie. Just watch it. Even if you don't want to buy it, see Mrs. Harris Goes to Paris. You will not be disappointed. It is so good. And this one I've talked about before. This is a personal favorite. I love this one, Amélie. Now, this Blu-ray was out of print for a long time. There was a steelbook that was released. It was always in Blu-ray. It's never been in 4K. And now Curzon, Orbit has a Curzon special edition of this, but it's a region B, so you have to be region free. It hasn't gotten to 4K, but I'm sure it would look beautiful. It takes place in Paris. And from a young age, our main character, Amélie, finds that she has the ability and the desire to help people find happiness. She wants to help people with their problems, help people be a matchmaker for people, anything to make people find their happiness and find joy in their life. And sometimes she does it at really the expense of her own happiness. Like, she doesn't really look for her own happiness because she finds more happiness in helping others. And one day we find out that she may have a love interest or the desire to meet someone who she thinks could be a potential love interest, and we follow her on her journey. But really, really good stuff. Beautifully shot, beautiful cinematography, set in Paris, and it's just stunning to look at. It is a stunning film to look at, and it is a wonderful, wonderful feel-good story. Watch Amélie. If you haven't seen it, see it. If you watch it again. It's a banger of a movie. And then these next three, I'm sure pretty much everyone has seen these. The first one stars Bradley Cooper and Jennifer Lawrence, who won an Academy Award for this one, and it is Silver Linings Playbook. I mean, come on, what can I say about this that hasn't already been said? It is so good. It is so funny. There are so many great moments. It's about the relationship between our two main characters, also the relationship between Bradley Cooper's character and his family. Robert De Niro plays his father, and he has all his superstitions around the Eagles football games every week, and they have to partake in all these rituals, and it's just so much fun. There is nothing bad about this movie. It's fantastic. If you haven't seen it, definitely put it high on your list because Silver Linings Playbook is a winner, and it will make you feel good every single time. There's so much to love about that. And this one, another great summer movie, and this cast is fantastic as well. It's Steve Carell, Toni Collette, Allison Janney, Sam Rockwell, Maya Rudolph, and it is The Way, Way Back. This is an ultimate feel-good summer film. We have our young fella who reluctantly goes away for the summer with his mother, Toni Collette, and her new boyfriend, horrible boyfriend, played wonderfully by Steve Carell. And he just wants to get out of the house. He doesn't want to spend any time there. As much as he can get out, he wants to get out. He ends up coming upon this water park, and Sam Rockwell is the manager there, and he gives him a job, and it becomes this coming of age story where he's learning a lot about himself through his adventures at the water park over the summer with the guidance of Sam Rockwell and the other people at the park. But so good, and it's just a winner of a movie and perfect time of the year to watch it. So check that one out. And this last one, I mean, everybody's going to know this one, and I'm sure most of you, if not all of you, have seen it. Stars Greg Kinnear, Steve Carell, Toni Collette, Paul Dano, Abigail Breslin, and the late great Alan Arkin in Little Miss Sunshine. And again, what can I say that hasn't already been said? If you are having a down day, put in Little Miss Sunshine. You will laugh until it hurts. It is so good. And, you know, we have little Abigail Breslin, who, what is her name in this movie? I always forget her name. Olive. Olive is her name. Olive gets a phone call that she is going to be in a little, like a beauty pageant type of thing. And her family reluctantly takes off, and they take off on this road trip to get her to this contest on time. And we just follow them on this road trip and the adventures and everything that happens, you know, while they're on this trip together as a family. And there are some really heartfelt moments, and there are some laugh out loud moments. I remember being in the theater, and Olive starts a dance routine, and I laughed so hard I cried the first time I saw it, and it gets me every time. But Little Miss Sunshine had to be on my list. And if you haven't seen this, what are you doing with your life? Put it #1 on your list. But that is my last feel-good movie, and I hope you found something or a few somethings that maybe you want to pull off your shelf or check out that you haven't seen in a while, or maybe you haven't seen them at all. And again, please leave me your feel-good movies down in the comments. If you have a channel and you're a content creator, feel free to make your own video with your list. Just make sure you link Jamie and Muckman Movies in the description, because it is his challenge. And you know, share the love, and we all could use a little bit of happiness right about now. So that's going to do it for me today. I'm going to go upstairs, play with the girls. They have been very good and very quiet, and Little Pickle's probably going to be in the next video. We'll see what happens. But that's going to do it for me for now. So again, I want to thank each and every, I don't want to forget to thank you. So I want to thank you for watching this. I hope you enjoyed it. You know I appreciate each and every one of you. Find your happiness, find your joy, and I will see you in the next one. So for now, that's a wrap.